Supta Baddha Konasana. Come on down to the ground, all the way to the earth. Oh, boy. Okay, just put the soles of the feet together and let your knees hang out to the side. If you feel like you get too stretchy on the inner thighs, you can put pillows or something under there, blocks or something to support that. But the reason I like this pose so well is that it allows for gravity to just kind of work your stretch as long as you can tolerate it, as long as it feels okay to you. And then as you neutralize yourself, just take your attention to your breathing. Take it in through the nose and out through the nose. If you can close your eyes, feel free to do that. If not, just keep them soft, but focus on your breath. Nice. Deep inhales, deep exhales. And then bring in your Ujjayi breathing as you can to make it even more present. Bring your awareness fully to your body. And while you breathe, see if you can't, for a moment, just kind of scan the body. So start with the feet. Notice the feet are touching and the sides of your feet, the pinky sides of the feet are on the ground. And then knees go out to the side. They may or may not touch the ground. Not very many people are capable of that, but some people are. And then see if you can't relax the muscles, the calf muscles, the shins. See how your knees are feeling, if they can relax. Relax through the inner thighs and then into the groin area, the hips, and the pelvis. Just let gravity kind of take over that area. And also, as you breathe, allow your lumbar spine to relax. Allow the pelvis to become neutral. Just simply neutral. And then breathe into your low back area. See how that feels. And as you fill up the lungs, on your exhale, see if you can direct and watch your belly contract. And at the same time that you're contracting at the front of the body, allow your back body to also relax. Through the shoulders. Maybe even walk your shoulder blades underneath a little bit more so that they're flat. Okay, continue to breathe. We'll be here for at least one more minute, maybe two. As we're watching something exciting on TV, I'm not sure what it is, but it's okay. Just allow yourself to breathe. And at the same time, the back body relaxes, your chin relaxes, relax your jaw, put a little smile on your lips, and that way your face will relax. There we go. Now, wherever you are, on your next inhale, take it all the way up to the top. Nice and deep. See if you can spread the collarbones. Zip it in higher, and then hold it for just a moment. Exhale out the mouth. One more time, we're going to do that. Deep inhale all the way up. Fill up the lungs. See if you can separate the collarbones. Lift it high and hold it. Exhale out the mouth. Ah, very nice. And then we'll start to bring these knees up. Use your hands to help you if you need to. And then walk the feet so that they're about hips width apart or further even. Let's take them out to the outer edges of the mat, in fact. And then I want you to drop both knees over to your left. And as you pick both knees up, then drop them over to the right. Nice and slow, take your time with it. Pick the knees up and drop both of them to the left. And pick the knees up and drop both to the right. Now, since we're here on the right side, take your right arm up, or your left arm up, catty corner from your shoulder. And if you'd like the hip flexor stretch on the left side to go a little deeper, pick up that right foot and settle it on top of your left thigh. And put some weight on it. And then as you neutralize your face, breathe into that side body stretch on the left side. Okay, just breathe into it. Maybe your face will fall over to the left even because it's comfortable. Reaching out with that left arm. And every time you exhale, feel that belly. And the leg get a little bit lower, a little bit heavier. Once again, deep inhale. And as you exhale now, start to remove that right foot off that left. Take the foot out to the edge of the mat, the right, bring your left hand down, and then drop both knees over to the left. All right, just drop them. And then notice the hip flexor over the right hip. Reach out with your right arm, catty corner out to the corner of the room, away from your shoulder, and you pick the left foot up this time. Flex that foot and put a little bit of weight on top of that right thigh. And as you put the weight on it, you can feel the hip flexor getting a little deeper stretch. Breathe into that. Hip flexors are a big deal. You want them to keep stretching them, but just very gently, mindfully stretch them so that they don't get tight on you. As you breathe the stretch, feel that hip flexor opening just a little bit, maybe stretching it. Breathe deeply. Good. One more deep inhale. Exhale it out. Good. And then you can bring this right hand down, release the left foot off. And then as you step your left foot out to the edge of the mat, bring your knees together like a tent. And then just place your fingertips on your belly for just a moment. And then breathe deeply into the belly. Feel your belly rise and fall. So push the diaphragm out. Just Get some exercise there, and you'll also get a little massage through the lower organs, the lower belly. Breathe deeply. Two more deep belly breaths. Okay, stay right there. I'll be right back. I'm just going to turn that down just a little bit. Okay, so here I am. Wherever you are, one more. Deep inhale into that belly. Let's take it up, push it out, and then exhale it down. Good. Once again, let's bring these knees up. Oh my gosh, let's pull them in and rock and roll side to side. Give your low back a nice little stretch here. Yeah, good. And then we're going to push the heels straight up to the ceiling. And I think what we'll do then is interlace the fingers right behind the neck and the head, and then we'll do a few crunches. So just exhale up and inhale down. And you can go slowly or you can go quickly, whatever you prefer. Just go until you don't want to do it anymore. Exhale up, inhale back. Four, three, two. Now I want you to hold it up on one, crunch, and hold just for a moment. Take a couple of breaths here. See if you can continue to stay, and then maybe take that right foot straight down and take it down almost to the floor, but not all the way to the floor. If you get really tired through your shoulders and your neck, pull it back up, and then the leg, this right leg comes back up. And then we're going to switch legs and take the left leg down. Nice and slow and easy. See if you can get it close to the floor, but not necessarily all the way to the floor. And then inhale that back up. One more time on the right. Leave your left one straight up. And inhale the right leg up. Keep lifting your shoulders if you can do it. One more time left. Take it down. And then lift it up. Nice and easy. Good. Now we're going to bend both knees. We're going to do opposite knees to opposite elbows for yogi bicycles. So just go as long as you can manage. Fast or slow, doesn't matter. Try to get into the obliques a little bit. Good. And then as you're ready, just relax. Let your head come down to the mat. Oh, yeah. And then pull the knees in, nice and tight. And then one hand on either knee, separate those knees out and circle them around. That's your inhale, and then exhale as they squeeze in. Inhale out and around. Exhale as they come in. Good. Push them away. Reverse. Inhale. And as you come across the belly, just exhale. Squeeze. Again, inhale. Push them away. Circle them around. Exhale. Bring them together. Oh, nice. Let's drop the left foot flat to the mat. Cross the right foot over that. And then let's pick up that left leg. And we'll go gently into that right hip. Thread the needle. Keep that left knee headed towards your left shoulder. And breathe into that right hip. Oh, see how good that feels. If you haven't done it in a day or two, you can usually feel it. So breathe. Maybe rock a little bit to the left with your hips. Just let your hips rock. And then maybe rock them back to the right. And again, rock your hips to the left. See how far you can manage without moving your feet. Your right hip may come up off the mat. Is a deeper stretch, and then exhale as you come back to neutral. One more time. Exhale, rock to the left. Right hip comes up. Breathe here. Good. And then as you rock back to center, take and push the left heel straight up to the sky. See if you can straighten through that knee. Now, if you want to, from where you are, just pull the leg toward you, the left leg, or take your hands out and wrap it around your ankle, or maybe peace fingers around the big toe, or if you have a strap. And just let's see how we do with a hamstring here. The right hip is getting it stretched, left hamstring. Breathe into that. Try to keep your tailbone down on the mat as you do this one, okay? Just bring the foot towards your face. Breathe deeply into it. Good. One more. Deep inhale. Ooh. And then as you release, we're going to bring this left foot back flat to the mat. Okay? The right foot is still crossed over that knee. Now, drop your left knee and therefore your right foot to the left. Okay? So the right foot is flat on the mat or on the ground or wherever you happen to be. And your knee goes straight up on that right. Your left knee is bent, right? See if you can breathe into this twist. Take your gaze out to the right. See if you can relax the body. Let it get heavy in this twist. And there's one more place that you can go with this one. And that is to take your right hand to your left foot. And then pull the left foot towards your hips. And then press both knees. The left knee goes down into the mat. And the right knee goes straight up and down. Pull your shoulders down your back. Bring your face to neutral. Press both knees away. Continue to breathe. Take it in through the nose very gently. Exhale out the mouth very gently. And see if you can relax through the glutes and the low back and the thighs. Okay, one more time. Nice deep inhale. And once again, exhale gently, put out your mouth. There we go. And then you can release the right hand. Let your left leg go out straight, or at least to the foot, and then pick your right foot up. Let's bring both knees together and squeeze them in for just a moment. Rock and roll side to side. And notice the difference between the left and the right side of the body right now. See what happened there. And then as we come to neutral, drop your right foot flat on the mat. Put the left one over the top of that right knee, flex it, and then pick up your right knee. Take a nice deep inhale. On your exhale, maybe pull the right knee towards your right shoulder. Breathe into this. Both feet are flexed. Breathe into that left hip. That's a pretty deep stretch. It should be lovely. Be very gentle with it, okay? Just kind of breathe your way into wherever it wants to go. Couple more breaths. And again, breathe right into that left hip. See if you can allow it to open, maybe a little bit more, maybe as you pull that right knee towards your shoulder. And then let's rock to the right. Yeah. And then bring it back to neutral. And again, keep your feet where they are. Just drop your right leg down a little bit so your left hip comes up off the mat. And you'll go deeper into that left hip and then come on back. One more time, rock it over. And then see if you can hold wherever you are and breathe. Yeah, breathe right into that left hip. Nice. And then when you're ready, maybe you'll let it go a little bit more, maybe not. But then come back to neutral. And then we're going to push the right heel straight up. Okay, and straighten that leg. Now, you can pull the leg from there. You can release the hands, come around the ankle, or your peace fingers around the big toe. Whatever works for you. Send your tailbone down to the mat. And then see if you can pull the foot towards your head. Now, pressing the left knee away. Pulling the right leg, find that hamstring and breathe into that. Yes. And again, try to feel your entire spine flat on the mat here. One more, deep through the nose, out the mouth. Exhale. Good. Then as you release that right foot, let the knee bend and the foot come flat to the mat. All right, and your left hip gets a little release there. And then we're going to drop that right knee down on the right side. The left foot comes flat to the mat. Pull that left foot in closer to your torso with your right hand. Take your left arm out to the side. And then see if you can just open up your heart to the sky. Let your body be heavy right here. Maybe you'll take your gaze left, if that feels okay to you, or just stay neutral. It's entirely up to you at this point. Keep pressing the left knee straight up. And if you want to go one step further, then take that left hand, grab that right foot, so you can find it, and then bring it back down to the mat. Bring the foot up towards your hip, or touch your hip if you can, and then press the right knee down into the mat. And the left one is going straight up. So see now, as you're neutral here, see if you can just get heavy in the body and breathe deeply. Breathe right into your kidneys here. Nice. That feels really good. Let your body get heavier. One more deep inhale through the nose. Exhale it out the mouth. Take your time, nice and slow. Press that right knee down. Good. And then as you're ready, you can release both hands. Bring both knees up. Woo! Bring them into your chest. Squeeze them in so your low back gets a nice stretch. Maybe rock to the side so one hip comes up and you kind of walk it back down. And you rock and then walk it back down. Yeah, this goes into your low back nicely. And then as you come to neutral, let's cross one ankle over the other. Hold your head up, and we're going to just throw the legs forward to sit up. Okay, very nice. Let me face you. Let's bring the hands together at the heart center. Take a deep inhale. Touch your thumbs to the sternum. On your exhale, bow your head. Just for a moment, scan your body and see how it feels. Hopefully, we've loosened up some of the lower body, and it feels pretty darn good. And I want you to just start going in a little bit of a circle, okay? The top of the head has a paintbrush on it, and you're going to circle, make a circle on the ceiling above, okay? You can bring your hands down to your knees or wherever they're most comfortable and try to make a nice big circle, slowly, coming forward and going back. And again, as you come forward, notice how your back feels. Bring it back and around. And back. Good. Now let's reverse it and take it to the, I'm going to the left now, wherever you're going. Just circle around the opposite direction from what you just did. And around. Good. Use your hands. You can press through the knees. Okay, your shoulders can shrug on this one. Yep. 2 more of those, please. Circle it around. Nice deep inhales and exhales. Just let your spine get nice and loose. There we go. Yeah. Good job. Oh, that felt good. Take the legs straight out in front. And then just give a little pitter patter up and down the IT band here. Make sure everything is moving. Good. And then as you sit up nice and straight and tall, the arms come high. Flex your feet. Now reach with the top of the head as though there's a string. Someone's pulling you, and you come forward. Arms stay by your ears. And then take another deep inhale. Lengthen through the spine and the top of the head. And come forward another 3 or 4 inches. Okay, try to bring the arms back by your ears as best you can. One more. Deep inhale. And on the exhale, take it all the way down, wherever your hands get to, if they get to the feet, or they get to the ankles, or the calves, whatever works here. Then let your shoulders round down and let your neck round over. So you have a nice rounded spine. It's getting a lovely back body stretch. Breathe deeply. If you can put your palms of your hand over the top of your toes. As you inhale, push through your heels. Pull the toes back. As you exhale, press through the balls of the feet to pull your arms out and stretch the arms and the shoulders. Nice and slow. On the inhale, push through the heels. Maybe your body will come up a little bit. Pull the balls of your feet back towards you. And then exhale and press the balls of the feet into the palms of your hand. Push them straight out. Feel the stretch. This is a complete back body stretch. Feel it coming up through the hamstrings, underneath your knees, around your hips, through the spine, the shoulder blades, the arms. Inhale. Push through the heels. Just kind of pull the feet, the tops of the feet back, or the toes of the feet. And then exhale and push the balls of the feet. Stretch it out. Now let's breathe here for 3 times. 1, 2, 1 more, and 3. Very nice. And then very gently, just walk the hands back towards you. See how that low back feels. Ooh, got a nice stretch, I'd say. Cross your feet, come over the tops of your knees, and let's find tabletop. Inhale and look up. Move for a cow stretch. Exhale, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone for a nice cat stretch. And again, inhale, look up. Push and arch the back. Exhale, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone. And lift that back body. One more time. Inhale, look up. Exhale, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone. Oh, nice. Now hold your cat stretch for a moment. Breathe deeply. And then I want you to glide your hips back towards the feet. Don't go all the way down to the feet. Just glide back. And then neutralize the pelvis. So lengthen through the tailbone. Pick up the head. Plug it into your spine, the neck and spine, and then glide forward. And you'll come into a very nice tabletop once again. Inhale, look up, arch the back. Stretch your neck, push your chin out. And then exhale, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone. Push the back body up, that's your cat stretch, hold it. Breathe. Good. Now, move it, just glide back towards your heels. Keep your arms straight and right where they are. Don't move your hands. And then once you're back as far as you can manage it, lengthen through the tailbone, neutralize the pelvis. Pick up your head, shoulders down your back as you glide forward into table once again. Now that we're here, let's take this right arm straight up. And then we're going to interlace. We're going to go underneath. We'll be a thread the needle with our arms. So we're going underneath this left arm. We're going to come all the way down to that shoulder. Yeah, all the way to the shoulder. Reach your right arm out to the side, to the left side, and see if you can come down to your head and your shoulder. And then just pressing into the left hand, maybe you can twist your heart, your rib cage to face the sky, maybe. Breathe into that. Woo. Give it a nice bit of a twist. Stretch through that shoulder blade. Yeah. Put some zing into that. Then maybe let go of that left hand. Bring it up and around over the top and around back. And see if you can fold your hand underneath your thigh or around your thigh or somewhere close to that. Maybe just on your back. If you can tuck it in, then open the heart. Press into that right arm and lift your left shoulder. Breathe. Another inhale, and on the exhale, release that left hand to come back and up and around as it comes down to the mat. Press into it to pick your shoulder up, your right shoulder up. Come back to that right hand in table. Take your left arm up high. And then thread the needle underneath the right. Come all the way down. Reach that left arm way out to the right. And come to the side of your head and your shoulder. Pressing into, you keep that right elbow bent. And you push into that right hand to see how much stretch you might want in your left shoulder as you're reaching out with that left arm. So breathe and try to bring your left rib cage around so that your ribs are facing the sky maybe. That's the feeling that it is. It's like you're pushing enough to rotate your rib cage, okay? And then if you want to, press into that left arm, take the right one up and over and behind, and maybe wrap it around your thigh or your back, just lay it on your back, and then open that shoulder. See if you can actually literally drop your left rib cage down and roll it towards the sky. And breathe. Yeah. Nice. One more deep inhale. On the exhale, release that right arm. Take it up and over the top. Woo. Bring it back. Settle it flat on the mat and then press to bring this left one up. Put the big toes together. Separate your knees. Now, I want you to use your arms. So keep them straight as you push your hips down to your heels. Okay, keep pushing into those arms and round your back. First, active child's pose. And then as you come down, very slowly let your heart melt to the mat and your forehead comes down. And then be with your breath. Ujjayi breathing here for a moment. Breathe up and down your spine, through your hips, the groin area, the inner thighs. Just breathe in the entire body. Fill it with oxygen. If you can press that oxygen to every cell in your body. And maybe you're pushing into your elbows so your tailbone stays down on your heel. And then as you're ready, we're going to just kind of pick the head up, walk the hands back towards you, towards your torso. So now we sit up on top of the heels. Oh, yeah. And we get a nice stretch through the ankles here. Sit up nice and straight and tall. Just lift high. And again, deep inhale. Yeah. Oh, good. And then as the hands come forward, bring your knees together, feet together, curl the toes under this time. Uh-oh. Phew. Curl them under and let's come back to a toe squat. So you're stretching the toes, you're stretching the soles of the feet. Lift through the top of the head. Just let it lift right up to the sky, shoulders down your back. One more, deep inhale, be heavy on those heels. And as you come forward, the hands come flat, keep your toes curled under, pick your hips up, and push it back to downward facing dog. Push it all the way back. Yep. Let's walk it out a bit. So bending one knee, pushing through the heel of the other foot. And then walk your dog mindfully. See if you can find the calf muscle in your leg and give it a nice deep stretch, as well as your hamstrings or anything else that needs to stretch. Just push it and push your head towards the mat. And stretch and push. And stretch and push. Then both heels go back to the mat. As you press into those arms, see if you can bring the head just a little bit closer towards the mat for a moment. Should have a nice back body stretch here. And then as you look to where you're going, step or walk or jump your feet up between the hands. Inhale, come up halfway. Even pick your hands up and put them on your shins, maybe. And arch your back and lift your head, lift your chin. Exhale, forward fold. Hands come down to the mat. You can bend your knees as you heel and toe the feet out, hips width. And see if you can straighten through the knees and hang in Uttanasana. Forward fold. Breathe into those hamstrings. Let your shoulders relax, let your head relax. Your torso is relaxed. You can just kind of wag your tail side to side. It gets a little differently into those hamstrings when you do that. Good. And then take a deep inhale. Exhale, the hands come down to the mat. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold. See if you can look right between the knees. And then bend your knees. Very mindfully. Drop your head, drop your arms, let everything round over so you can Just very gently round your body all the way up to standing. Ooh, hi. Nice. Shake that out, okay? Shake everything a little bit out. Just shake your feet, your legs, wag your wrists, let them circle around, okay? So we'll get them nice and warmed up. Wave at me, please. Wave at you. Oh, and wave them together. Yep. Just let those wrists flap, okay? Good. And then as we bring the feet, not quite together, we're going to let them be about a fist distance between your feet, okay? Like so. And then press your left hand forward, fingers up. And then with your right hand, pull those left fingers back. Get a stretch through the forearm. And then release the fingers and send the fingers down, facing down. Grab them with your right. Straight arm with that left and push through the heel of your palm of your hand. Push. Deep stretch through that wrist. And then you release that. The right one comes forward. I want you to pull and stretch the forearm. Keep that elbow straight. And then as you release, drop the fingers down. And then grab them with your left and pull the fingers towards you, stretching through the wrist, forearms. Breathe into that. Oh my gosh. Then release it and shake them out. Okay. Make sure if you have any aches or pains in there that might be going on, just give it a go. Okay. See if you can rinse as though you're going to throw water off your hands to dry them like that. Just splash them out. Yeah. Good. And then make a fist and snap your fingers. Make a fist, snap your fingers. Make a fist, snap your fingers. Every finger separated out, okay? Make a fist, snap your fingers. Good job. Come into Tadasana. Curl the pelvis under. Engage the legs. The slight inward rotation of the thighs takes the glutes, the muscles behind, come around and circle in. Drops your tailbone. Drops your tailbone. You pull the belly in and you zip right up through your breastbone. Shoulders are down your back. Top of the head reaches for the sky. Chin is parallel to the floor. Tadasana, mountain pose. Breathe. And again, breathe. On your next inhale, take the arms all the way up. Look up to your thumbs. Exhale, big swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Let your hip hang, and then press the feet. Arms come out. Look up to your thumbs. Exhale, hands to your heart center, and your body fits back into Tadasana. Shoulders down your back. Inhale, arms come high. Exhale, big swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. And then separate the arms, big swan dive, reverse it. Look up to the thumbs. Rotate those inner thighs in. Spread the glutes and drop your tailbone. Pull the belly in. Lift through the breastbone, the heart center. Breathe here. Sun salutation. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, big swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, look up and lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands. Step or jump all the way back to a push-up position. Chaturanga. Or take it all the way. Let's everybody take it to the mat. Let your knees relax, point your toes. Bring the hands back by your chest. Now engage those legs just like Tadasana, please. Slight inward rotation. Drops your tailbone, pull the belly in. Lift. Small cobra. Reach out to the top of the head. Exhale, let your forehead come back down. Hang on to those legs for just a moment. Inhale, lift. Pull the belly. Drop your tailbone. Lengthen through the spine right here, small cobra. Breathe. Now exhale, let's bring it down. Let's put your left ear on the mat and bring your hands by your sides. Put the palms up. Relax through the hips and the legs. And then just kind of rock side to side a little bit. Let your body feel what it feels. Breathe. Nice. And then we're going to inhale. First, I want you to take your shoulders and take them down your back. You literally pick them up and round them back. And then the arms come up. Inhale the forehead to the mat. Engage your legs. Curl the pelvis. Slight inward rotation. Inhale. Arms, legs, head, neck, and shoulders. Salambasana. Squeeze your hips. Breathe. Reaching for that back wall. See if you can take your hands back and up. Back and up. And breathe. One more. Deep inhale. Exhale, your right ear comes to the mat. Settle it down. Let your shoulders relax. Wag your tail side to side. Nice. And then, again, the arms. Take your shoulders down your back and reach for the back wall and lift up. Inhale your forehead to the mat. And come on up. Legs, feet. Lift. Pull the shoulders down your back. Breathe. Pull the belly in, lengthen through that lumbar spine. One more, deep inhale. Exhale, bring the hands by the chest. Let the feet come down, curl the toes under. We're going to push up through plank or table and push it back to downward facing dog. Walk it out. Sway your hips side to side. There you go. Now pick up your heels and let both heels go to the left. Full weight on the hands here, okay? It's just the hips are going side to side. The feet spin and your hip falls. And you feel that lovely stretch. And then you spin them the other way. And you feel that lovely stretch. And then as you come to neutral, walk it out just a little bit. Take a couple of deep inhales and exhales. Pressing into the mat with the arms. Stretch through those shoulders. And then let's take the right leg back into a three-legged dog. Just lift it as high as your hip. Breathe. Good. Take a deep inhale. On the exhale, bend the knee and bring it into your nose. Squeeze it in as you come forward to plank. Inhale, take the leg back and up. Exhale, bend that knee. Bring it into your nose. Squeeze. Inhale, back it up. This time we're going to squeeze it. Swing it through, right up by your right hand. Let's come into lunge for just a moment. Step into the left hand and take your right arm up for twist. Yeah. Breathe. Open the heart and take a nice twist through the spine. See if you can rotate those ribs. Yeah, one more deep inhale. Exhale. Let's bring this right hand down. And then look back at that left foot. We're going to pick it up, drag it in about a foot, maybe a little more. And I want you to try and line up heel here. And then pin your right hip back and your left hip forward as you look up and lengthen, still bent in the right knee. And then exhale, straighten through the right knee as you pull your hips back. And go into that right hamstring. Breathe. Nice. Take a couple more breaths here. One more deep inhale. Exhale, bending into the right knee. Plant your hands up under your shoulders. Step back to dog or vinyasa, whichever you prefer. Wherever your practice is today. Yeah. And take it back. Ooh, nice. And then the left leg goes straight back for a three-legged dog. Toes point down. Push into the hands and see if you can stand on the wall behind you with that left foot. Take a deep inhale. On the exhale, bend the knee, bring it to your nose. Squeeze. And again, inhale it back and up. Exhale. Bring it in, squeeze. One more, back and up. This time we're going to swing it through. Up by your left hand. And because we're in lunge, it feels so good. Step into the right hand and take your left arm up for twist. Pull the belly in and rotate your ribs up towards the sky. And breathe. Come up high, keep your right knee nice and high, lifted. Woo, yep. And then take an inhale. On the exhale, that hand comes down. Drop your head, look back at that right foot. You're going to pop off that right foot, drag it in about a foot. Turn it flat. So you're heel to heel. If you had a straight line between them, right? I'm still bent in my left knee. Inhale. As you look up and lengthen, pull your left hip back and your right hip forward. Square your hips. And then as you walk your hands back, just press that left foot and straighten your left knee. See if you can bring your nose towards the knee. And find that left hamstring. Again. Breathe here. Nice. Two more deep inhales and exhales. Hang in there. Good. And then your hands are going to come forward like under your shoulders as you bend into that knee. And then you're going to step back to dog or take a vinyasa, whichever you prefer. Lift. Oh, arch the back. And then take it back. Yeah. Oh, nice. Good. This time, just step that right foot forward. Turn the left foot flat. And come into warrior one. Arms high. Bring your right hip back, left hip forward. And reach. Yeah. Breathe. Go deeper into that right knee, if you can. Let's even pulse it a couple times. Take it down and lift. Keep all the muscles engaged as you come down and lift, right? One more down. This time as you lift high, bring the hands together, open your hips, and come into warrior two. Yeah? Okay, so your right knee is still forward. That's the one that's bending there. Let's take a peaceful warrior here. So drop that left hand behind you. Right arm comes high. Take a nice back stretch. Side stretch. Goes into your right side body. A little bit left. And then as you come forward, stay in that right knee and turn on a little deeper. You okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
You good?
Me? Yes.
Okay. Is that your knee?
The other one's worse.
Ay, ay, ay. Here we go. Inhale, straighten this right knee. Pin that left hip, reach for the front of the room. Tilt your pelvis and come into triangle pose. Trikonasana. Lengthen out through the spine and the top of the head. Woo. Take your gaze either straight out in front of you here or maybe up to this high hand. Now work your pose. Pull the right hip under, left hip, see if you can square it to the right. As you lengthen the lower back, breathe. Yes. One more deep inhale. Exhale, circle the left hand behind you. Bend into the right knee, hands come flat to the mat. Step back to dog or vinyasa, whichever you prefer. Arch your back and then take it back. Now, breathe it out. 3 deep inhales and exhales. And then we're just going to step the left foot forward. Turn the right foot flat and come into warrior one. Pin the left hip back, right hip forward. Try to not tweak the back knee. Arms come high. Shoulders are down your back. Breathe. Warrior one. Yeah. Pulse into that left knee a little bit. Take it down. Come up a little bit. Take it down. And come up. The back leg, all it does is follow. The hips just follow. The foot stays there. The knee doesn't bend, doesn't move. It just kind of helps you lower and lift. Good. And then as you lift, both hands come up. And we're going to square the hips that direction and come into warrior two. Gaze is over that left hand. Okay, same with that back leg. It's nice and straight. Right hand comes down, left arm high. Peaceful warrior. Breathe. Stay in that left knee. Inhale. Come back. Stay in the knee. Warrior two for a couple of breaths. Yes. And then as you're ready, up comes the knee straight. Pin the right hip in. Then tilt the pelvis and walk your way down to wherever your triangle is. Okay. Left hip comes under. See if you can square your right hip to your left. Open your heart. Both shoulders down your back. Strong through the legs. Pull the belly. Lengthen out through your spine. And breathe. Maybe your gaze goes up. Maybe it goes straight out. Wherever it works for you the best. And go ahead and put action into your arms and your legs. Put it up there like you mean it. One more deep inhale. Exhale. Circle the right hand behind. Bending into your left knee, both hands come down. Step back to dog or vinyasa, whichever you prefer. Lift and take it back. Woo. Walk it out. Good, and then step or walk or jump your feet up. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. And once again, heel and toe your feet hips width. Let's hang in Uttanasana. Grab opposite elbows. Breathe here for a moment. See if you can straighten through those knees and then maybe sway your hips side to side. Good, and then on your next inhale, let's see, release the hands. Exhale them down. And then inhale, look up and lengthen. And then from here, we're going to bend into both knees. Let's walk the feet a little bit closer together. They don't have to be all the way. Bend into these knees like you're going to sit down, like we did earlier. Lift the torso. Bring your arms up by your ears for chair pose. Breathe. Try to pin your femurs back into the hips and drop them down. And breathe. Arms are high. Top of the head is reaching. Hang on to it. You can do it. Ready? On your next inhale, come all the way up. Lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hands come straight down. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, step or lightly jump back to your push-up position. Hold your push-up for just a moment. Breathe. Yeah, pull the belly in. Make it nice and tight and even. Breathing. Just for kicks, pick up your right foot. Just for a moment. Yeah, just pick it up. And then let it come down. And then lift the left one up. And hold it. Take a breath or two. And then let it come down. Good. And then I think from here, we're going to pull the belly in so much that we're going to lift the hips up, 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 and take it all the way back to downward facing dog. Pull it back. Good. Stretch out your dog. Shake your head. Make sure everything feels good. Step or walk or jump your feet up. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Let's hang right here for just a moment. Move your hands down. Hang. Now heel and toe your feet so they're about 3 to 6 inches apart. Let your head drop. Your head yes and no. And as you're ready, we're going to bend into the knees. Knees are going directly over your toes, over your ankles. Arms come high for chair pose. Breathe here. How about, let's bring the hands together. Anjali Mudra. Sit down a little deeper. Hook your left elbow on the outside of that right knee. Press into the hands and take your twist. Knees are still right over your ankles. They should be flush. One more deep inhale. Now, straighten up if you need to. Otherwise, just twist it the other direction. Walk the right elbow outside the left knee. Press and twist. Keep your knees flush. Breathe. One more. Deep inhale. Exhale. Straighten through the knees. Let your hands hang. Inhale. Look up and lengthen. Exhale. Step back to dog or take your vinyasa, whichever you prefer. and back. Push all the way back. And then separate your feet as wide as your mat. Then toe your hands back to the feet. So you're standing on your feet. I have to check where we're at, and it's definitely time. Okay. So spin the heels in, come to squat. If you can, push the knees back, hands come high. Right to Anjali Mudra. Breathe here for just a few moments. As your body cools down, send your shoulders down your back. Lift the top of the head up as high as it goes. Press the knees out, maybe a little bit more. I always end up pushing my fingers and opening my palms so I can push a little harder on those. And then as I release, the hands come down. We are going to come down all the way to our backs. Just bring the knees in. Rock and roll side to side. Good. Send your left leg straight down. Put your left hand to the outside of the right knee, your right arm's out to the side. Cross that leg over your body and twist. Just be here. And breathe. And when you're ready, if you want to, push through that right heel, straighten the leg. Bring it all the way up on its own. Yeah. And then the right leg goes down, pull the knee in on your left. Squeeze. And then the right hand to the outside of that left knee. Twist it over your body. Keep your gaze left. Just let your body sink into the pose. And when you're ready, push through that left heel, straighten the leg up, straight up, and then bring them both down. Anything else that you would like to do, feel free to do it now. Otherwise, Shavasana, legs go out, comfortably spread apart. Walk your shoulder blades underneath you so that there's no bumps, so it's flat on the back. Relax the arms, relax your hips, the glutes, legs. Relax. Your chin just drop. We're going to bring your attention back to your breathing. Wiggle your fingers and toes as you wake up the body. Maybe take your arms over your head, stretch your body out long. Just like you're waking up in the morning. And then bend the knees, roll it over to your right side. Just a moment. And then we'll continue rolling until both hands can help you up to an easy seated position. Your head be the last thing up. Close your eyes if you can. Bring your hands together at your heart center. Touch the thumbs right into the sternum. Take a deep inhale. On your exhale, bow your head. Now scan your body and see how you feel. Thank yourself for being here. I thank you for being here today. Monday, 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 Monday. Happy Monday to you. Please take a moment with me, send out your love, your thoughts and your prayers to people on this planet that are suffering. Send them your highest vibration for peace and for love and compassion. See if we can raise the vibration on this planet into the love zone. Thank you. Divine light within me honors the divine light within you. Namaste. Thank you very much. Oh, good for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Barbara, that was a great class.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you.
Enjoy it.
Thank you, Ellen. I'll see you too. See you next time, all right? 4 o'clock tomorrow. 9 o'clock, Tanya's going to sub for me at the park.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
tomorrow.
She should be Zooming it also, but because I'm caregiving for Judy this week.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
See ya.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Uh-huh. Can you leave the meeting? There you go.